but she sure made sure that she did absolutely the most with the hand that she was dealt. And maybe that's why she loved playing cards so much, and why she won most of the time. She never allowed the hardships in her life to define who she was, or to stop her from enjoying her life. Her life was so rich, and I could talk about it for a really long time, but to tell you everything, she most of all would deeply disapprove. So I will try to be succinct. There were three huge passions that I would say described her life: family, faith, and Polish heritage. She was fiercely devoted to all three. And all three were richly woven into this tapestry of her life. I don't know that she would really say she could distinguish one from the other. First of all, faith. If my dad had lived 1 year longer, they would have celebrated their 50th anniversary. You know, there were 9 of us siblings to whom she gave life, including 2 sets of twins. I don't know how she did it. How did Mom do it? I heard the refrain so often from brothers and sisters who had 1 or 2 kids. It's interesting that Mom and her twin sister, my Aunt Phyllis, grew up the youngest of 9 children. Only their mother passed away when they were only 19 months old. I think that this must have been a defining element in my mom's life that helped mold into her an unwavering sense of self-reliance and determination, that she just did what needed to be done. She loved her family. Not just my dad, but all her kids, all her grandkids, all her own brothers and sisters, her nieces and her nephews. She was in her element when she was with the whole family, when the whole family was together. At each holiday and family gathering, she'd be keenly aware of who wasn't there, as well as who was. As noisy and chaotic as it might have gotten, she loved it. She loved being a grandmother. She had such delight with each and every grandbaby when it arrived. And she had such delight in hosting them in her home and helping them to know that they were loved and accepted. The grandkids tell me a lot about how some of their favorite times were at Bachi's house. My sister Martha told me that she always felt safe and grounded with Mom. We all did. She was like a fierce, protective mother lioness. Once when we were really little kids, out trick-or-treating, somebody in the neighborhood grabbed my brother Marty's bag of candy, and my mom took off after him and ran, caught the guy. Bob Kirkfield told me last night that he saw that happening, and he never saw anybody run so fast, especially a woman. Mom taught us about life and about how to live by example and by the things she loved. One of the things I associate most with her is that if you don't have a garden, you're not living right. I can never remember her not having a garden and growing flowers. Even when she couldn't do it herself, my brother Vinny did the planting and the tending and the harvesting. But she couldn't wait to see those first tomatoes, those beets, and those onions. All while we were growing up, she just canned massive amounts of vegetables and fruits, made jellies and jams, and her dill pickles were amazing. She really hated it when she no longer had the capacity to get in the garden herself. She had such a green thumb, she could make anything grow. Her orchids bloomed like nobody's business. And when everybody else overwatered the cactus and killed them, Mom could make them thrive. She loved roses, and she would take roses from the sprays of people's caskets at funerals, and she would plant them, and they would grow into bushes. And I remember her showing me her roses and saying, "That's Aunt Mary Lou's. That's Bucko's." And then her cooking. She absolutely And here's the thing, she not only made them for our huge family, but she made roasters and roasters of them for every event, for Polish picnics, for church festivals, for the World Fair, for family weddings, for funerals, major birthdays. And with a family of 9 kids, we didn't eat out much. Growing up, Mom cooked every meal, and mostly everything from scratch. And we mostly will never forget her Polish cooking. She always taught us about different Polish traditions. Some of them we practiced, like bringing food on Holy Saturday to church to get blessed. And then that was the first food you ate on Easter Sunday. And then she knew about the tradition of the Polish Wigilia, the Christmas Eve supper. She didn't practice it growing up, but when I was a teenager, we decided to start doing it. So we revived it in our family, and we started making the meatless meal, having the straw under the tablecloth, having the place setting for the expected guest, and having the delicacies that we just so love of herring and pierogi and sauerkraut and borscht. It's become a beloved family tradition that we will always cherish and hold dear. But one of the most amazing things about Mom is that she not only raised this really large family so well, but she did so much to help other people outside of our immediate family. When I was in grade school, I remember her sending these packages to Poland. They would be huge, and she'd gather clothes and shoes and medicine, and she'd make these cloth coverings out of old bed sheets that she'd actually sew by hand, because these packages were going to take this longer journey to Poland. She worked on this giant shoe collection here at the church. People brought hundreds and hundreds of pairs of shoes that were sent to Poland around the time of Solidarity. She used to iron the altar cloths here at church. She served on the school PTA, and she was president of the Federation of Catholic PTAs in Haiti. The World Fair was one of her loves, and she worked on that so hard, and the Polish Heritage Commission. When I walked in the doors and saw again those stained glass windows that have the Polish Polish dancers on them, I had to remember not only her work with the church, but also last week when she was in hospice, a cousin of ours, Bill Aisbill, was also in hospice at the same time. And they actually died within an hour of each other. And yesterday at Bill's funeral, his son eulogized him and talked about how Bill helped to build St. Peter's Church, that he did fundraisers for the church before it was even there. And my mom was so similar. I mean, it's just such a symmetry that my mom did so much to help build this church, and especially build its sense of Polish heritage. Another couple stories I want to say is the organization that I founded, City Folk. My mom, she was part of the very first event. One of the very first events we did, she came and taught Polish ornament making, those beautiful stars, paper stars that you make. She taught a workshop at the very first City Folk event. And then when we launched the National Folk Festival, she made trays and trays of pruszciki to be part of the ethnic food offering of the Folk Festival. She was just cooking and sewing and baking for so many community events, and she ran the bingo at church for a long time. Of course, that wasn't truly altruistic. She loved bingo. And like in cards, she won a lot. She was widely known for how much she won in bingo, sometimes a little resented for it. But in addition to bingo, 2 other favorite pastimes were fishing and mushroom hunting. My brothers especially remember going fishing with my mom. And that could be where they got their passion for it. And my brother Marty inherited her gift. He's now the family expert in finding morels, Portuguese, and chanterelles. And then there was the needlework. Where did she find the time? But she always kept her hands busy. Those beautiful prized possessions of quilts that she made for every grandbaby. She wove rugs. She knitted, crocheted, made Christmas ornaments. She made countless dolls for the church festival, clothes for our Barbie dolls. She was always hemming our pants and replacing lost buttons. And even until very, very recently, got really sick, she was cutting out hundreds and hundreds of pieces of material that would be then made into blankets and other things for hospices and hospitals. Once all our kids were out of school, Mom took some jobs outside the home. She was an accountant and a librarian. And she served for many years as the local secretary of PRCU. Mom had many, many friends who were very dear to her, and I'm sure she's going to be really happy to be reunited in heaven. She talked a lot about how she missed Francis Kirkyo and Doris Ketchuk. And I know that she's really, really grateful for her friend Jan, who helped her so much in these past years. My mom loved to travel, and even when she was tethered to an oxygen tank and using a walker, she traveled as much as she could. She came out to Arizona to visit me and to Oregon. Before that, she visited my sister Lorraine so many times when my sister lived in different parts of the country. She went to see Peter and his family out in California numerous times, and she loved it. And I'm so glad she got to go to Poland 3 times. She got to visit the grave of her grandparents, and she got to visit the farm where Grandpa Bohannik was born. She treasured everything Polish. She loved collecting Polish amber, crystal, dolls, boxes, wycinanki, and everything Popal. Of all her extended family, she's the one who took the lead in making contact with Poland and knowing all the relatives there, knowing what side of the family, and I know that they are mourning her passing with us. Mom loved to learn. She really valued education and encouraged all of us to get as much of it as we could. When the digital age came along, she embraced having a computer with the help of my brother-in-law Steve and Brian, and my brothers Joe and nephews Brandon and Ben, everybody helping her, because it wasn't easy for her. But she got on email, she started texting us, and she even got a Facebook page. And she loved it. When her first birthday happened after she got on Facebook, and she started getting all these Facebook messages from everybody, she just was so thrilled. And she said to me, "It pays to be on Facebook." Of course, life wasn't all rosy. She bore more than her share of heartaches with my dad and with all of us when we would be sick or have rough times in our lives. She felt it keenly. She worried and she fretted. She prayed and she prayed. She had this way of incessantly demanding that you do things for her and then criticizing you, going out of your way to do it. We all got very, very frustrated with that. Still, the next time she asked you to do something, you were there, at her beck and call. And now, we would give anything to hear the phone ring. And like Charlie August said last night, to hear her say, "Are you doing anything?" "Yeah, Mom, we are doing something right now. We are honoring you and remembering you. And we are being eternally grateful for all you've given us. Thank you. We're grateful to you for teaching us courage and determination. Thank you for teaching us about hard work and dedication. Thank you for teaching us of the importance of family and the treasure of our Polish heritage. Thank you for teaching us about deep devotion to our faith and the power of prayer. Thank you for teaching us about cooking and sewing and weaving and fishing and mushroom hunting and growing tomatoes and providing a safe and loving place where all can be. Thank you for giving us the earthly experience of a love that passeth all understanding. We know you are now not only praying for us, but you're surely letting God know on a daily basis what it is that you want him to do for us. And I can just imagine God smiling back at you and saying, "You're deeply loved, Butcha, but you can rest now. I'll take it from here." And I'm guessing that she might reply something like, "The heck with resting? I haven't been fishing in years. Bucko, Frank, Henry, where can we get some good night crawlers?"